All right, I also have my Italian seasoning. Yes, Lord. I like to put all that stuff on my pizza, honey, so it tastes real good. And some pepper. And I don't know about anyone else. I just have some iceberg lettuce. You know, I have me some iceberg lettuce, a little mayo on it, and some balsamic vinaigrette dressing. I like that. I don't know about anybody else, but I like that. All right. Let's see. Gotta eat the healthy stuff first. Mmm. That's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just take some mayonnaise, put it on there. And take some of that balsamic vinaigrette. Give it a sprinkle dinkle, and it's so good. So good. Mmm. Mm-mm. Mmm. Got my mouth though. Like that. Mm-mm-mm. And I have this delicious zero sunkiss. This is so good. Mm-hmm. This is good. And I don't have a nasty aftertaste. It's really good. Tastes good. Mmm. Delicious. Mm. Very tasty. Okay. So I wanted to talk about some happy times with my children. Because I know how people are when you're vulnerable. You know, when you're vulnerable, you have some people out there. Look at this. This looks so good. They're so closed-minded. And I could just see people now listening to me speak about, like, when my children were younger, how they was always up underneath me. I could just hear people like, oh my God, she just kept them in the house with just her and them kids. Man, that's just so sad. Not. Okay? Oh, pizza is so good. Good old DiGiorno's. Okay. Now, for those people, let's use common sense. I did take my children to the library. I took them to the museum when they were young. I took them to the movies. That was one of my favorite memories. Like on a Saturday, because check it out. Most of my children's lives, I have worked. And I have worked either 9 to 6 or 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. So with that being said, you know, when they was little, I didn't, you know, they had to spend most time at the daycare. But on the weekends, oh man, on the weekends, I would take them children to the movies or find out what movie was coming out. And I would take them to the nice matinee when they were young. And then afterwards, when they got a little older, I started taking them to later movies. Not nothing where I was hanging out all night. But anyway, and we would eat some good Wendy's. I remember this. Or I would get the McDonald's or whatever was closest to the movie theater. So I got them, when we ate meat, they liked the Wendy's chicken nuggets. So I would get them chicken nuggets. And fries and a burger or whatever they wanted, and Frosty. I've taken them to the museum. I love when I took them to the Museum of Natural History. I loved it. I have a picture of us. Oh, every time I see that picture, it brings tears to my eye. I need to make sure I have my napkins. Because I'm a lady. Ladies don't wipe their mouth with their hands, honey. Yes, my nails is looking ratchet because I'm going to get them done tomorrow. And when I see this picture that I took the kids to the Museum of Natural History when they was little. And it was such a nice day. I remember it. Oh my God, I have such a powerful memory. And I remember we went there and we seen all of the wonderful, my children used to love that movie, Night of the Museum. So I knew about Museum of Natural History because I went as a kid. Excuse me. So I remember taking them. I remember my daughter seeing the figures and her being like a little scared. It was so awesome. It was so nice. And then with them seeing some of the figures that was from the movie, they were so excited. And then I bought them souvenirs. Okay, I did for them. And I believe we had lunch at the museum. Yeah, because I made sure that I had enough money so that we could get lunch at the museum. And we did that. We got lunch at the museum. And so we were leaving, getting ready to go on the train. And y'all, I remember this like yesterday. And this is when they had cameras. Real camera, not camera phone. And I remember me wanting a picture with me and the kids. And this very nice man who was like, I could take a picture of y'all. And he took he must have been a photographer or something, because I have that picture. I'm gonna blow that picture up. And the picture came out so nice. It came out so nice. I think, both of my kids, they were smiling. It just came out so nice. I love that picture. That's one of my favorite pictures. And that man, he was so nice to be so kind and take a picture of me and my children. This was so many years ago because the kids was real little. My God, this had to be like over 10 years ago. Yeah, it was about over 10 years ago. But I love that picture. I took my children to the Soul Circus. Oh, it was so fun. It was so fun. It was so fun. Y'all remember the Soul Circus? The Universal Soul Circus? I took my kids. Oh, it was so fun. I remember my daughter had on these Nikes that I bought her. She had on these nice Nikes. They was like neon color. It was fly. And she had on these. Both of my kids was dressed nice. Because when I would take my kids places, I like to dress them nice. So she had on this fly jacket with the sneakers match. And she looked real cute. I forgot what my son was wearing. But he probably was wearing some Jordans or something. Probably. And yeah, it was really nice. And after that, we went to the museum, the circus. We probably had McDonald's. I took them. And I remember when I would take my kids to church with me when we was little, or when they were little, I would dress them in like the same colors. Oh, it was so fun. I have pictures of my children, like Easter and stuff. I mean, even though with all the pictures, most of the pictures is just, them too. But there's some very happy pictures. There's some very, very happy pictures, y'all. So, wait a minute, I gotta finish eating my salad. I know what y'all talking about. So, it wasn't all bad, okay? There was some very happy times. Very happy times. Don't just think I had my kids and they was like, oh, I had them like, oh, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going outside or nowhere. Never. No. It was not like that at all, period. I don't know why people being shady, but they know doggone well I took them places. They know it. You always got to watch Herman in the background. But yeah, it was some fun times. I remember taking my kids to the grocery store with me. And then afterwards, like ordering Papa John's, or I remember taking them to the grocery store with me many of times, and getting them, letting them pick out their snacks that they liked. They used to like Lunchables. My kids loved Lunchables, and they liked the bigger Lunchables. I don't know if the bigger ones are called Lunchables, but yeah, they liked them Lunchables. And I could remember them liking their fruit snacks and things of that nature. My children are 17 months apart, so when he was little, I would have one child, you know, in the cart, and then I would have, I say 17 months now, my kids are 15 months apart. One child in the cart, other child holding my hand. Yep. Well, those were good times, y'all. Very good time. I remember on Saturdays always making them big breakfasts. I would make them big breakfasts, but as they got old, I stopped. I would make them sausages. And this is when we ate meat, so hey, I could make a great vegetarian breakfast too now. Don't get it twisted. But this is when we ate meat. I would make sausages and grits. And you want to see kids get up? Make them some good old breakfast on a Saturday. I would make them grits and eggs and sausages and bacon and, oh my goodness, French toast. And it would be a feast. I would be cooking like I was cooking for 5 people, and it was just us 3. So, not that mayonnaise stuff. I don't want that one with my mom. But you know, you gotta remember the good times too. Those moments of nostalgia. I remember going to their school. Like their schools would have these like nice exhibits. They used to do some nice things for the kids in school. Sometimes they would have nights where families and parents could get together and they'll have dinner at the school. I wish I was more sociable, but I wasn't. A lot of times, as parents, when we're invited to stuff like that, I don't want to say we, but with me, excuse me, I'm always making sounds. Sounds are always coming out of my body when I'm eating. I don't know why. But anyway, I wish I was more sociable in those type of events. I really do. But it's like, I had the awkward feeling. There's nothing awkward about, you know, trying to, you know, get to know people and be, you know, be a little friendly. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody is. Not everybody is mean. But anyway, I remember going to the kids, like science and art exhibits, and everybody, all the parents, not the parents, but the teachers especially, always remember my face and seeing me there in the school. And always, like, you know, you was always coming to different events, and, you know, we just remember seeing your face, and it's true. So I'm just saying, you gotta remember the good times, you know? And those moments was really fun. You know, I feel like my kids grew up too fast. 17 and 18 now, but I remember when them kids were. Now, I remember when they were in my belly. I remember when they was in the carrier seats. I remember their little voices. I remember my daughter when she was a little girl, and she would stand at my room and say, "Mommy, can I sleep in your bed?" That little tiny voice. That little tiny, tiny voice. She had a tiny voice like Minnie Mouse. She would say, "Mommy." I hear this little voice. You know, you could be in a deep sleep, but when you hear your kid call you, you wake up. "Mommy, mommy." "Can I sleep in your room?" Oh my goodness. You know, those moments are just so, man, cherish your kids so much when they're little. Because they grow up. They grow up fast. Man, you new mommies out there, don't say stuff like, "Oh, I can't wait until these kids get big." Baby, you better cherish when them kids are small because they grow up fast. This mini pizza is so good. I like that. I know I like it. My kids don't like it too. I was gonna get the big DiGiorno pizza, but when I seen those, there was 3 left. I said, you know what? Let me get these. One for myself, one for my son, one for my daughter. Yeah, but you new parents and you know, you new moms and dads out there, don't be rushing your kids to get big. I'm telling you. I remember when these 2 kids, I remember when they was, because you know, my kids are 15 months apart, so you know most of their life they go to the same schools. I remember when these kids was just in elementary school. I remember with them big old book bags. I'll tell you what, thank God for pictures. I'm so glad I got pictures of them when they were little. I thank God for the pictures that I have. Yes, take a lot of pictures of your children. Take a lot of pictures. Pictures are beautiful. Pictures speak 1,000 words. And when I look at them, I see them pictures of my children, you know, most of them, they're smiling, and I can go back to the moments of those pictures. That is so, I have such that type of mind that I can go back. When I know exactly, okay, I know what was happening there. I know this event. That is amazing that I can do that in my mind. I can really, really go back to the whole, wow, to the time. I can go back to the time. And I remember one Easter, was on Jamaica Avenue, and I had, you know how most New Yorkers know that, you know, before Easter, we go on Jamaica Avenue and go get some things. I was getting them some clothes, and I'll never forget this. My daughter, I had bought her this beautiful dress. Oh my God, this dress was beautiful for Easter. It was really, really pretty, and it just looked like her, and it was just gorgeous. Child, I left the dress on the bus. Child. Excuse me. Whew. I left the dress on the bus. You know, I was able to get her another dress, but still, I was just so sad. I was like, dang, I got it from this store called Angels. Angels on Jamaica Avenue. I don't know if they still have that, Angels. They make some really nice dresses. Really pretty, beautiful dresses. I mean, they're already made, most of them. Some can get custom made. Just this dress was already made, but it was gorgeous. It was so nice. But I ended up buying her a pretty green and white dress. I think it was like a mint and green on top and the bottom. It was pretty. It was really pretty. And my son had on the same color shirt, and he had on black pants. And so it was just, you know, those moments I just remember so well. I was like, dang, I left her dress on the bus. I could remember me looking back at the bus like I left her dress. I got on my cell phone, and I was like, I left her dress there on the bus. Is there any bag there? And it was like, no, we're sorry, it's not. I was like, oh no. But, you know, she still got a pretty dress anyway. Well, y'all, that's all I have to say. I need to wipe my greasy lips. My lips is looking greasy. I need to wipe my lips. All right, y'all. Be blessed. Bye now.